Oh dear, that's too funny.
Hey, Kathy D. Hey, Johnny. It's not 8 o'clock, so don't even try.
Depends where they are.
Oh, it is 8 o'clock in Florida. That's true.
Mhm. Yeah.
All right. She got a pass on that.
Oh, it was such a pretty day today, and I went outside a few seconds ago, and it's getting cold. I mean, because it was so nice. It's probably just 50, but it feels really cold. Got spoiled the past few days.
Hey, Sherry.
Hey, Sherry.
I think it's supposed to get cold again.
Oh, Kathy's there too, and Johnny. I missed all that. I don't know. Oh,
Kathy D.
that's why you
Johnny.
said 8 o'clock. You were talking about Johnny. Oh, see, I'm telling you,
Hey, Lori.
I wasn't registering.
That's what I said. It's 8 o'clock in Florida.
Oh, oh boy. I made a gauge out of the little thing that I don't know if I have another one around here. You know that goes those tags that you can. I'm having another one of those days where I just like I'm here but I'm not here. I don't know what I did. I
Hey,
think
Jan. Has somebody hit you in the back of the head or something?
it's still a hangover from my supper last night.
Oh, my God.
It's like I still got too many carbohydrates inside of me.
Hey, Hassan.
Hi, son.
I think I forgot to stir my tea. I'll be right back.
Stir your tea.
Yeah, it tastes like
Oh, you're not
tea.
tasting the sugar and all that kind of good stuff?
Yeah. Hey, Leslie.
Let me see here. I went rummaging through my papers again today. Oh my gosh, I got so much junk. It's pitiful. It fell out. How did that happen? Or oh no, I took it out on purpose. I forgot. I was gonna do something with it, and I forgot. Now I forgot what I was gonna do with it. Totally discombobulated. I'm just gonna stick it back in because I'll end up losing it for sure. There we go. Oh, hello, ladies and gents. Where is my tape? I'm losing everything today. I don't know where my regular masking tape is. I was playing with it last night. Where did it go? I don't know. So now I gotta use my black tape. Which is really gonna look silly. Sillier. I missed your giveaway, Johnny. I didn't even know you were on. I don't get notices for a lot of people. And you know, there's some people that I have favored on Etsy, and I never get notifications when they put new stuff. I might go to their shop and see the new stuff there, but I don't get notifications. It's so strange. I think it's kind of arbitrary who they notify. And maybe if you don't buy anything from them from a long time, they just knock you off or something. Uh-oh. Jan's having coffee problems.
Okay, I'm
Delivery.
back.
Johnny knows. Johnny knows about deliveries of everything, especially if it's down the street at Amazon.
Hey, Vicky. Hey, Linda. Hey, Stasia.
Did you mix it up good?
Yes.
Very good. See, and I needed my masking tape because I
Oh,
wanted to.
no. Is he from like the Ming Dynasty?
Who?
Miai Keurig died.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, some king somewhere. That's for sure. Well, let me just put some of this then, just for now.
So, do y'all want to watch her tear apart that book? Or y'all want to see this? Hello. Hi. Who? Hello.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Okay, I'll let you do it.
Did you go look at the peacock shed?
You know what? I saved it,
Oh, okay.
but I did not.
Yeah, go check it out someday. It's really cool.
So, Kathy D said
Uh-oh.
he's looking into a possible craft resale shop in Denton, supposed to be similar to the old scrap store.
Oh, fantastic.
Hi, Alice Vick. How are you? Welcome.
Welcome, welcome.
Linda says, "Oh, hello, big boy."
I wonder what it is about that guy. I mean, usually ladies, there's some for and some against. Everybody's for this guy. What is it about him? I don't know what it is. I just don't know.
I don't know. Just
I need to make some journals just with him on it. They'd
I
be
think it's just the quiet.
strength,
Yes.
the quiet strength.
Yeah.
Oh, I just got this book for my husband so that he could tell me what it's about because me and reading, it was just really fascinating. I told Richard, I said, Richard, I found a book that I'm actually don't ask me the name either, so I forgot right now. I found a book that I'm actually interested in. So I need you to, and I know you'll be interested in it because it's not a novel. And I need you to read it. And then I need you to tell me bedtime stories every night. Chapter 1. This is the synopsis of chapter 1. But I thought about it because you were talking about, the cuteness there and the quiet strength. And it's kind of debunking our view of early civilizations because all the views of early civilizations are to make Western civilization look better than anybody else. And so, of course, it's going to be geared to make everything else look inferior. And they talking about, the different Indian nations and things like that, and the different things that from like the 16 and 1700s that were brought back to Europe and kind of inculcated into their way of life, and they got it from the different tribes, and then how they twisted everything to make it look like they were savages when they brought their culture and used it inside of their own what's the word I'm trying to say, their own, not, I don't want to say culture, that's the word I'm thinking of, but you know what I mean. So anyway, so I told my husband, I need you to read the book for me. So I got him the book, so he better start. He better read it for me. Or I could just wait till it gets on audio, I guess.
I was about to say, or you can scan it and it will read, but then it will be like, that was one of the pictures Rosemary used in her Native American capital.
anyway, you guys, listen, I wanted to show you some of I went looking through my packaging because, I'm a hoarder when it comes to trash because you never know when you're going to use it. Like, for instance, this was my trash that I turned into that. So, here are some, it's kind of hard to see because there's nothing behind it.
We can see them.
Kind of, sort of. Anyway, things like this, you can use, and not just, for gauges, but, think outside the box and use, oh, it looks like Mickey Mouse.
It looks like Mr. Bill.
And Mickey Mouse, like the extra big ears.
Oh, I was
His head
thinking
in his
Mr. Bill.
Anyway, so, if you don't save them, start saving them. If you have room, not too big. This one would look really cool with some kind of a cool gauge in that one. This was also some pieces of trash packaging, and that looks like a key, and not a key, but what do you call
Keyhole.
that? Yeah, the keyhole thingamajigger. That's what that looks like. And
What about the packaging on the bologna? That would be like a big.
that would be a big gauge, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That'd be for like a diesel truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would work. So, don't just throw everything away. Look at it. Live with it for a little while. Then you can throw it away if you go, I don't think I'm going to use that.
That's the problem, living with it for a little while.
Yeah. When I first was exposed to true junk journaling, my husband even started saving trash for me. That was pretty bad. That's when I knew I'd got off the deep end, when I had like kind of put a little, hex on him, and he started saying, why are you throwing that away? Don't you want to save that for your journal? Like, oh no, I don't think so. And then, just like anything, I think most of us, we kind of like overdo it at the beginning, and then hopefully we learn how to scale back and be a little bit more moderate. So I'm a lot more selective in my trash that I save, when I used to save almost everything. So now, I don't save all of these. It's only if it's an interesting shape. Otherwise, it goes in the trash.
That's like us saving cereal boxes. We're like Seinfeld here, We don't. If you ever need a cereal box for a journal, just walk in the pantry. Where's Lana?
Oh, I don't know. Call her out. She might be here soon. Well, it's only been a few minutes.
It's been 14 minutes, and she's usually sitting there with Kathy D. They're listening to the orchestra warm up.
She might actually have like real life things to do today.
What is that?
I don't know. I don't know.
There she is.
Oh, see? I told you she might be there lurking. Okay, so when it comes to, these kinds of things, or I shouldn't just say these kinds of things, because you can do it with any kind of application. No matter what you're doing, just save your interesting shapes is all I'm saying. And save them for, a few months, and if you go, yeah, I'm not going to use them, then toss them. You don't have to have any loyalty to your trash.
Uh-oh, something's up with her.
Uh-oh, because she didn't give her hello.
No, no, something ain't right.
Maybe somebody
Pissed her off.
Somebody probably called her Lona, even with the Donna there. Oh, Steampunky. Okay, so did anybody, well, you probably wouldn't have any questions about doing this until after you do it, because you're just watching. But if anybody is doing it and you had any questions, now is the time to ask. Now is the time to ask. And so if you decided to put the brads all the way through, obviously you need to cover them up with some tape of some kind before you decide how you're going to do the inside. This one, I didn't do the brads all the way through, which, you know, it doesn't matter either way. These are all glued down. So you can see it visually, it doesn't make that much of a difference. So whichever way you feel more comfortable doing it.
And you can just use those little sticky flat back dots.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Yes.
Well, because the reason I said I don't know is because you're literally holding these things down. How strong are those dots? 'Cause I don't have any, so I don't know what I'm talking about. But you do really, it needs to like really, you're holding stuff down, even though you're using paper. It literally is doing a job. You know what I mean? It's not just for looks. It's, you know what I'm saying?
The little part inside the plastic is a copy of a book image.
The little part inside the
I think
plastic.
she's talking about your gauges. Just a piece of paper.
These are all printouts of gauges
Pull one from the left. You have some.
on paper. Yeah, on paper. Oh yeah, here's one. Ta-da! And so this one is that one. That one is that one. And this one is that one. There you go.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And same thing here. Oops, this one down here.
Upside down.
Yeah, I did put stop it. Nobody was supposed to notice that.
Oh, I was just asking.
It was a mistake after I put it all in there. I go because it was so small, and it just looked like it went that way. And then all of a sudden, I go, wait a minute, the numbers are upside down. That one, and that was after everything was glued down. And I said, oh, forget it. No one will notice, except for Susan.
Sorry.
No one will notice. No one will call me out on it.
Well, if you sell it to a Karen on Etsy.
Hey, I still haven't got any tracking on CJ's package.
Oh no.
No. And it's one of those catch-22 things. If they lost it before they scanned it, I can't even prove they had it.
Oh no.
And they don't know where it is because it was never scanned. I think I'm left holding the bag on this one. Big
Uh-oh.
time. I'll have to contact her tomorrow because I don't know if I have any left. I guess I could make her up another, I don't know. All I know is I've got some work ahead of me to make this one right. That's all I know. Okay. So, I'm just kind of catching you up on what we did yesterday in case you weren't here yesterday. We got all that. We got all this glued down and finished. And then we made.
Could you have double printed somebody's label?
Could I have double printed? You mean sent? I would show there that I printed it out twice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then they wouldn't have delivered one because they'd scan it and then it would double scan. The second one they would have sent back to me.
Oh.
Because it's not paid for twice, it's paid for once.
Oh.
Yeah. But good try, Susan. Trying to make up, huh? For that.
Oh. Actually, it's your fault because you set it up there right side up.
I know. That's what I get for being honest.
If you would have set it there upside down, I never would have questioned it.
Yeah.
See, there I wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
So
And I was kind of stupid because you said upside down, and I said that was upside down. I could have said this one was upside down.
yeah,
I go, oh yeah, it goes that way.
yeah.
And you know what? I did this upside down too, because there's the hole. So it's going to hang that way. It's going to hang upside. I just determined to have this gauge go in that direction. That's all there is to it. All right. So um these patterns were in there, and the original one that I did with the foil. And then I also had put in some textured wallpaper in the kit because I thought this would look super cool with the textured wallpaper. So it did come out pretty cool. So we did that yesterday in case you want to play along with that at some point and make those. That is there. And what else did we do? Is that all we did yesterday? Took a long time just to do that. So now I thought we've got these bugs. And I'm thinking, okay, I put the bugs in there because when you look at things that have to do with steampunk stuff, they've always got, you know, different kinds of bugs. Oh, Hassan's got to go to bed. Good night, Hassan. Thank you for checking in.
Good night, Hassan.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oopsie. So I was trying to figure out what exactly I want to do these. And I was thinking these would look kind of cool if you made a tag and you put these on the corner on the top or something like that. Don't you think, Susan?
Are they bendable?
Are they bendable? Oh yeah, it's just the what you call it? The tape. It's not on anything.
Yeah.
It's just on its own. So I thought I would
Use them as tabs.
tabs in half. How?
I don't know.
Oh, never mind.
I'm just thinking.
Well, that's good. That's good. I asked you to think. Okay, let me get these out of here. Yikes.
Man, they're so delicate.
I know. That's why this, to work on it, I put it on the cardboard. But when it came to this, I wasn't sure what I was going to do with them. So I said, no, I'm just going to do it with the tape. That way it's easy to put it down on something. But that might have been a mistake.
I don't know about that cockroach. You can just move him on out.
Okay, well, it looks kind of cool. Let me get my little tools that I have.
Linda said, are you thinking about using them on the cover?
No,
No.
my covers are done as far as working on them. If you're starting from scratch, they might look kind of cool on the cover. Let me go get my clay tools so that I can do something.
See, that's what I was thinking.
What?
That they might look good on the spine.
Oh,
I don't know if it's
wood.
looks like a roach. My grandma used to talk about a Katie did. I have no clue what that is.
It's kind of, sort of, all in the same family.
I remember I got this rubber bug in the cereal when cereal used to have prizes.
Mm-hmm.
And it was this rubber. I don't know. It had legs and almost looked like an octopus, but it wasn't. And you throw it up against the wall, and it would kind of crawl down the wall because there's actually
Oh my god!
it actually sticking and unsticking all the way down the wall. And my grandma turned around and she said, "Oh, it's a katydid! It's a katydid!" And I'm like,
I gotta get a little piece of foam.
but I still don't know what a katydid is.
It's in. It looks to me like uh in the grasshopper family.
Oh, you know what? We didn't have Google back then. Let me look at it now. Katydid. Katydid is a bush cricket.
There you go.
Oh, it looks like a fat grasshopper with wings.
See, see. That's what I said. That's what I said. Okay. So if I
Yeah, and it was that color. Well, no wonder she thought that.
see, Grandma knew what she was talking about.
A rubber toy. Yeah, it looks like a unripened locust.
Okay, so see, you can put dimension to it. Can you see? If you have something around, even if you just use like um the eraser on the end of a pencil, even if you don't have something round like this, and you just rub his belly, and it kind of curls up, and
I
then
do
you
that
can
too if you rub my belly.
well, Katie did
Also, you give dimension to his body.
to his body, yeah.
Ooh, ooh. But you need to stuff it so it doesn't crush.
Yeah, that's the next thing what you do. If you have any kind of modeling paste or um air dry clay, or if you have plaster of Paris, if you have any of the above, you could fill that in there, or just some paper if you don't have anything else.
Wet toilet paper.
Yeah, that'll work. And then
There you go, hot glue.
yeah, hot glue. Why didn't I think about that?
Hot tub.
Hot tub. And that way it'll make it hard and it won't go down.
Alrighty.
See how cool? And then if you're going to be making a box, some of you thought you might make a box like we did the apothecary one. Oh, I bet you this doesn't even fit in there. No, he doesn't fit. I'm going to say you can make these cool boxes and put them in there.
Hey, Tamar, but you can put him in the lid.
Say what?
You can put him in the lid of the box.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Let's see how this little guy looks.
I don't know what a blonde lizard is that comes out at night.
Oh dear.
A gecko? I don't know.
I woke up with my allergies really bad this morning. I am. My nose all stuffed up. I've already had several Benadryls. Okay, so there he is.
Oh,
All
it's
the
a chick.
all the it's a ladybug.
Hey, Annie, ma'am.
Just a little ladybug. And if you make that really cute and stick your little bugs in there. And then you could always cut a hole here and put some
Acetate.
uh-huh.
Cool.
And then you have your little buggies in there.
Little bug display.
Yeah, a little bug display. And then, like was suggested, if we were to put it here in the back, and then we just, stain it up like we did this, paint it up to wrap that around. That might look kind of cool. Especially if you bring some dimension to his body before you glue it on there. Wouldn't that look cool?
So cool. Very cool.
So a lot of different things you can do with these little bugs. And then if you're not doing all this, you could have the bugs. Or if you want it with this, you could paint these up certain colors and put them on there. But it was more like these kind of bugs. Not so much a ladybug, but more these kind of bugs.
Not the roach.
Whee!
That's what you find in a factory too, is a big old cockroach.
Uh-oh. He's going to get all sticky. His little thing came off. Oh, and then you have this to play with. You can glue that down on something. I got to keep an eye out. Make sure my husband gets home.
So Annie Mae ran into a neighbor in her building who was coming back from watching the Olympics with his family in the Midwest. His sister was competing in the women's luge. How cool is that?
The luge. I read somewhere that two guys got kind of messed up there toward the end. Okay. So, ideas. You got ideas. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. It's going to be kind of cute. All right. Got that. What else was in the kit that we were supposed to play with? I already showed you what I did with this, with that other one. I showed you what I did with the little bottles. And the gauges. When we put some papers together, I thought these would look kind of cool as tabs because of the cool graphics or what's written on there. And you can put them on tabs or put them on the top of a tag. We already played with the stencil. Haven't done anything with, but you just put the name tag in and put a name in it. Nothing to do with that, but use it. So I think I'll start collecting some papers to put in the journal.
Hey, Janice.
I got a box over there I think we can use.
You talking about the bugs, Janice? Alcohol ink the bugs? Yeah.
Let's put some of the bugs in here. The ones that fit. Aww. Where's all my paper? Oh, I was working. Is Leslie here?
Yes.
I was working on her journal today, too.
Uh-oh. The dog and the boy?
Yeah, I didn't put anything into the, because it can go into any, the other two of the same size. If it isn't like the colors she likes or anything like that. I'll show you in a second, but what I've done so far. I won't glue in those signatures because I can always put different ones.
Hey, Katie, old party.
Okay, that will look kind of cute. I think the bugs are going to look pretty cool.
Yeah.
Myself.
Yeah. For the bodies, that'd be real cool.
Yeah. Okay, let's put this way. And let's get my gauges out of the way. Whether they're right side up or upside down, they need to get out of the way. Okay. This out of the way. And then I will get my box of papers. Oh, let me go bring the one that I'm making for Leslie first, in case she's got to go.
Leslie said you don't have to hurry with the journal.
No, I was just
She just started yours first, just so she could show off.
So this is what I had in mind, and I wanted to put fabric on the spine. So I had this really cool embroidered um, fabric. It's from upholstery fabric, is what it is. So it's really thick, and then I have all this whole signature already. It's ready to glue in, but I'm not going to glue it in yet. But I've got some of the ticking and stuff like that. But whoopsie. Hello, let me get this straight now. Anyway, it's looking more or less something like this. I can get it to stay down. So it's got a little bit of everything in here. Old timey kind of stuff. I got old quilts. And of course, lots of paper to write in. And crocheted stuff.
Janice, I will take a piece, please. I love carrot cake.
Mmm.
No raisins.
Nah.
Ugh.
I put a little piece of my rest with the indigo in there.
I remember that.
And a few of my papers and a few of Amy's papers. That's an Amy paper. Anyway, it's not ready to go in yet, but
She said it's adorable. She loves it already.
oh goody. Okay.
Oh, good, Janice.
So whoops. So now I didn't know. I had an idea. You tell me if you like it or not. Hold on. Let me go get. I thought it looked kind of cute, and then I thought maybe it messes it up. What did I do with that thing? And just tell me the truth. It won't hurt my feelings either way because I'm on the fence about it. So I love these old frames, and I thought of putting it on a hinge and then framing that somewhere like that, but it also opens. But I didn't know. I like it, and then I don't, and then I do, and then I don't.
I don't.
Yeah, huh? It doesn't like.
Mm-mm.
And I wouldn't leave it like this. It would be, I either color it or put paper or put something because it's too bland for these neutral colors. But yeah, usually right away I say yes or no. And this one was kind of like, I'm not sure.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think it looks better without it. Yeah, it looks better, huh?
She doesn't care for it.
Okay, good. Decision made. None of us kind of cared for it.
Maybe on the one like where the little girl with the goat or something, or where it's like a close up.
Oh.
Maybe on one of those other covers, but on
Yeah, this doesn't work.
the way this one is laid out,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It's just nah.
But it may be perfect on one of those other ones.
Yeah, maybe. Good. I'm glad I asked. I'm glad you answered because that helped me. I don't know if I like that or not. I don't know where my other ones are to put it on top. Oh, here they are. Let's see where the other colors are.
Thin mint coated. I don't like thin mints at all. I like the lemonades.
Now, see, the little piggy, it doesn't go either. It's
No, no, no.
too small. Woo! Somebody's excited. Oh, and this one's too big. It just doesn't go on any of them. Yeah, no, that doesn't. I don't like that either. I don't even know why I thought about it because I don't like it. Mikey doesn't like it. Yeah, it just doesn't work. Not all the ideas work. Oh, she's so cute.
Now, see, she might work.
Yeah, maybe.
Dasha, I think that one and what's the one with the caramel and the chocolate? I think those are the two worst cookies in the Girl Scout cookie line.
The mints?
The thin mints and the one that has it's a round cookie with chocolate and caramel and yeah.
Oh, it's been I'm not exaggerating. It's probably been 20 years since I've had a Girl Scout cookie.
Samoas, yes.
It's yeah. I don't even probably know any of the ones they sell anymore.
I like the original peanut butter with peanut butter in between the two peanut butter cookies. The original in the orange box, I like that, and the lemonades. And the plain old shortbread or whatever they are, and that's it. I know they're the best sellers, but I just don't like them.
So, oh, I'm going to bring my box of papers.
There's that girl that hates thin mints.
Are you getting a bad reputation for yourself now?
I'm going to go into all these fees and they're going to be going, Hottie Poo Poo, are you the one that doesn't like thin mints? Stasha loves them all. Yeah, Betty likes the thin mint. She used to keep them in the freezer.
Okay, here's some of my papers. And where is that?
Wonder how many channels I'll be banned from since I dissed the thin mints.
I don't know, probably quite a few.
I know.
Especially if your grandchildren are selling them.
I know.
How dare she? How dare she?
All right, Annie, ma'am. We'll see you later. Hey, Journey. Yeah, but you know what? If I buy 12 boxes of peanut butter ones, do you really care that I hate Thin Mints?
That's right. That should make up for it.
Thank you.
That should more than care. Oops! I don't want to use this for any kind of residual damage. Oh, these are kind of cool. So I gotta see what size of paper I'm gonna be using. Let me just cut one of these down.
That almost looks like an X-ray.
Oh yeah. Ooh, creepy. Creepy X-ray. A little too big, but that's okay.
Oh, me too, Janice. That's my favorite cookie, peanut butter cookies.
I like raisin cookies. Man, you got issues with cookies.
I know, and that's like every Christmas, my mama walks in with her little festive cookie tin and says, be sure before you leave to grab you some of those mincemeat cookies to take home. Yep, do that.
Ah!
I'll do that. And I take them every year,
Do the
chunk them
dogs?
out the window on the way home. Hey, Lucy.
Oh God.
What is that? Meat that comes in a box and you put it in a cookie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just does nothing for me.
It's right up there with the fruitcake.
Ugh.
Right
Mm-mm.
up there with the fruitcakes. That's all I can say.
Mm-mm. See, I don't know if I could give them to my dogs because if they're actually a yucky raisin, means it's a grape, and grapes are not good for or poisonous for dogs.
Yeah.
Oh, molasses cookies. Yes, dipped in coffee.
Oh dear.
I tell you what, if anybody has a world market,
Oh, I wish I did. I miss my world market.
and I think Bed Bath and Beyond has them too, but they sell a tin of cookies called Niagara pepper crackers, and they are the best cookies ever.
Oh my
They're
goodness.
almost like a thin ginger snap, but they're not hard like a ginger snap. But they're called Niagara pepper crackers, and they are so good.
So
Plus,
there's
you get a sewing tin.
snapless is basically what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Stasia said there is no meat in mincemeat anymore, so they're just mince cookies.
Which poor people, if they're buying them because they want to have some meat, what kind of a deal is that?
Mm-mm. Get you a little can of deviled ham or potted meat. But ugh,
Spam. Spam
ugh,
cookies.
no.
There you go.
Spam with pineapples and cherries.
With a little bit of peanut butter. Woo-hoo.
Ew, with spam?
I don't know.
Tasha said it's fruit, spices, shortening, and alcohol.
Ugh,
I did not know that.
I don't know what's worse.
And what are those cherries? You know, they come in the plastic container that go on the fruit cake.
Oh, like maraschino.
They're not.
Yeah,
They're
but
like,
they're supposed
ugh.
to be. They're supposed to be, right?
Yeah, something. Take a box of gingerbread mix, make cookies with it instead, and then ice them with butter. You know what? You could put buttercream on a katydid, and I would eat it.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah. Buttercream is my weakness.
I like a tiny bit. If it's real buttercream, not stuff called buttercream, and it's just the regular old cheesy, yucky frosting, all sugar. Ooh, I don't like that. I think I'll put 2 of these, each one, just for the fun of it. Just for the fun of it. Oh boy. I think I'll use, oh, but I didn't, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll cut all these up that I want to put in here. But those one papers that I was showing you yesterday that I thought would look kind of cool in here,
Yep.
I need to put some coffee or something in the back. I don't like it white, especially in something that's supposed to look steampunky. You don't want any white paper in there. Other journals I wouldn't mind so much, but this, nah. So I want to put the leather one in there. I like the leather one a lot.
See, that's why you should always just keep a jar of tea on your desk with a paintbrush.
I think so, huh?
Yep.
But I'd end up knocking it over, so what's the
Well,
point?
this is true. Hey, Ann, I saw you last night when we said bye. You said hi. Hi, bye.
She was being tricky.
Yeah.
She was being tricky. So my husband had an appointment to go get a blood test. We go down to the place. He got confirmation on his email, whole bit. And he goes down there, and it wasn't anywhere in the system at all. We got all grumpy about that.
Hey, Artie Dar.
Then he comes home, calls up the place that was ordering the thing, and they said they ordered it. So then he calls the place that was supposed to do the blood test, the main office, 800 number, and they said it wasn't in the system at all. That's why the lady down the place couldn't find it. So it's like run around. Now they have to reschedule it and hope that when we go down there, they don't tell us the same thing like they told us this time. I mean, what's to stop them to say it's not in the system?
Did he have to fast?
Yeah.
Oh, that would make me mad.
Yeah, and he went in, I think it was like at 1:30, so he didn't have breakfast, he didn't have lunch.
Oh hell no! I wouldn't have left till they took my blood. You better hold it somewhere
He was
until.
he was already ready to make a scene, and I said, Richard, it's not worth it for someone to take your blood. You draw you test your blood, your sugar, several times a day. You know what it is. It isn't like it's this medical emergency because you don't have any idea what your sugar level is. You know better than they do what your sugar level is. So give it a break. Now, if you were with them, you'd have probably already been arrested from arguing with the lady behind the scenes.
Oh hell yeah!
He says, you're telling me that I'm wrong? I said, no, you're not wrong. I'm telling you it's not worth to be right.
Well, but for somebody who didn't have to worry about making sure that they ate and their sugar and stuff like that, like me, I'd just be grumpy because I'm fat and I'm hungry and I had to do without coffee. But okay, so we never heard about Kathy's test. Jan said hers was 86 on Tuesday, the lowest ever.
Yay. Wow, fantastic. Good for you. Ooh, I want to make sure that stays on there. I like that color. It's a pretty color. I like that. Sorry, ladies, we're not doing anything too exciting, are we?
Tearing paper.
I was gonna say I don't think you tuned in to watch me cut paper, but we've addressed all the stuff already in the kit.
So this is one of your free nights.
Well, I'm still working on the journal. This is still going in there.
That's right. Artie Dar said, good job using up scrapbook paper.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying my best.
Jan said she was excited, hoping to come off the meds in March when she sees her doc.
Yay! My husband was able to keep it down without the meds, but he had to eliminate so many things. I don't even think he was eating healthfully. Is that a word?
Eating healthy.
Eating healthy.
Okay, guess what time it is?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Bring it on, ladies.
Lurker, say hey.
Bring it on.
Come on. I need 31 hays in the chat. Come on, let's do it. Okay, there's Lana say hey. Come on.
Come on, people. Come on.
Here we go. There's Janice and Linda and Katie and Joy and J9 Scraps. Elvis is a big sweetie. Jan Terry, Kathy D. Journey. Journey say hello. And Sherry and Tamar. APG, hello. There's Artie Dar. He says, hey now, y'all. Hey Linda, hey Leslie, hey Ann. That cork don't work.
Did you notice I didn't pull it out?
I love the typewriter keys though.
I do too.
And you can't tear up that typewriter.
What am I supposed to do with
I
it?
don't know, but don't tear it up. It was meant to be a whole picture.
Oh, okay, we'll figure something else then.
APG. It's APG Jamie, y'all. Hey, y'all.
You must have different speakers than I do. I have her for my wake up call, not to snooze.
Well, if she does that, or whatever she does, that'll scare me.
Yeah, that's scary. She wakes me up.
I know, but she usually does that in the beginning.
Okay. Well, that's all I need is the beginning. Be scared out of bed.
She said, it's APG Jamie, y'all.
She does not say that. I'm telling you, you got a different speaker than I do.
You need to make one just for me, APG.
It'll be her ringtone. Popo,
Hey,
wake up,
y'all.
Popo. Wake up, Popo. Time to go to work, Popo. Go make your coffee now.
Go get you a cup of coffee, darling.
Oh my god.
Mm-mm-mm. That's a cool one, too.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, I like that one with the
That was
telephone.
cool, but it's
Yeah.
the wrong era. I really like it though. I'm really tempted, but
Maybe I could just get her to read a story on video.
Can you read me a story, please? Oh dear. Uh-oh. Hold on. I gotta see what my dog's. Oh, me and my husband, I'm seeing, what's my dog doing outside? I guess my husband got home. I don't know what I'm hearing. Is that you, Sammy? No. It was the neighbor's dog, not mine. Sounded like my dog.
In your yard?
How weird is that? No, he's not in my yard, but he sounded like he was in my yard. My mistake. There was some guy this morning. I guess he thought he was being funny or something. He's there by our fence. Wait a minute. Now here. Oh, I don't know what I'm hearing. I hate that. Anyway, there was this guy this morning. I guess just walking down the street on the sidewalk and decides to start talking to Sammy. Well, Sammy does not like strangers. So Sammy's there with all of his hair up in the air. He's a German Shepherd. Could jump the fence in a second if he wanted to. And then I go, howdy, puppy, how you doing? Rah, 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 rah. I had to go out there and say, excuse me, but if you want the dog to jump over the fence and bite you, just keep doing what you're doing. Oh, sorry. And then he took off. It's like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Okay,
No,
APG did her story.
she
She
did her
said,
story.
once upon a time, there was an M. It was happy, okay? There's no darling in there, APG.
Oh, that is my dog. He's in the front yard.
Oh.
I guess my husband's home. Yeah, because I hear him right here now. When I called out, the barking stopped. So I thought, oh, well, he, must be the next door neighbor's dog. Nope,
Name Sammy.
it's mine. Yeah, name's yeah. He's over here in the front now. What?
Yeah, Jan said some people are just stupid like that.
Yeah, it was like, my goodness.
And then you want to sue me
Yeah, when he jumps the fence.
and bite your face off.
It was. I wasn't doing anything. It was unprovoked. He's a mad dog. He came over and he bit my face.
I don't think she knows, Leslie. Was that in a paper pad or a paper pack or something
This
from, yeah,
this was two different paper packs.
from
And believe
Tuesday
it or huh?
from Tuesday morning?
No, believe it or
No.
not, I got these at Walmart like 5 years ago.
Oh, that's why they don't have anything on the back.
Yeah, yeah, they're cheapy paper. But you put a little copy on them and they look just very, very cool.
But
Yeah.
why they have a hole in them?
What's that?
Why they have a hole in them?
I don't know. Oh, because that's how it was in a pack and they hung them on those things. Hmm. Yes, ma'am. That's what they did. I guess this was before Tim Holtz. Or they stole the idea from Tim Holtz. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, I think she's calling me stupid in a sweet way.
Oh no.
Kathy D said she's experienced all of your dogs. Glad she was around at the time.
Yeah, they were sweethearts. They were all big babies. Oh, and my husband lately, I don't know what he's up to. He keeps talking to Sammy. He doesn't talk to me. He talks to Sammy. I don't know, Sammy. I think maybe you need a new friend. I'm thinking he's got a friend. What's Busta? A lump on a log? He's a dog. You've got a friend already. And it's breakfast time. He'll look, yeah, Sammy, I don't know. I think you might need a new friend. But oh my gosh. I said this new friend should not weigh any more than 20 pounds because you will not be able to take him to the vet. It's going to have to be a small friend if you get him a friend. I'm not picking up that dog. I already know I can't pick up 50 pounds of anything. I knocked myself out on my nose trying.
God. Hey,
So,
Mary.
what?
I said, hey, Mary.
Hi, Mary.
We have a dog that we could balance on our pinky. And then if we had to pick up, well, we can pick them up, but geez. But when they're not well and
Yeah,
you're picking them up, they're 3 times heavier.
exactly. It's the dead weight. Then you don't want to hurt them because you're not picking them up
Yeah.
properly.
Oh
You
my
want to pick them
gosh.
up like that, and you can't. You got to grab them by the neck and pull them up.
No, me and Betty, she took bed sheets and tore them
Mm-hmm.
and made loops so we could put one under her chest and one under her back hips and tied
Yep.
them to where we could hold on to them. And I would take the front, she would take the back, and there we go.
Yep. That sounds pretty much how we got Junior in.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it was still a chore.
Oh, yes. I almost like broke my back.
Yeah, because you got to kind of squat and bend and stoop and walk slow and walk weird. Yeah. Oh my
It was
God.
100 pounds, and 100 pounds going like this,
Yeah.
like on a tightrope. Excuse me. Like on a tightrope. Oh my goodness. Not good. Not good at all.
Yes, it was APG.
Do not want to do that again.
So, Mary, did you see Rosemary bring her silver bugs to life with a stylus? She just rubbed their little bellies and they.
And they went, oh. They just stuck their little legs up in the air. Happy dance, happy dance. Oh dear. I already put that in there, and I've got a few of that already. I think I need to look at my copy paper now. Whoopsie. Copy paper.
So Janice said the paper pad with locks and typewriters is Color Box designer paper vintage treasures on Amazon.
Oh, really? She found
Yes.
it.
She
Huh.
said yes, she saw the bugs but missed how she used the tubes, dropper, and magnifier. She only used the tubes.
Mm. Let me get. I got some more crazy papers down here. Hold on. I need to save some papers for the others one. I don't want to use all my grungy papers on those. I need some grungy papers for
I
this.
think the magnifier was to throw you off.
No, it's gonna go in the box.
Oh wow, it's only $5.88 for that paper pad.
Yeah, I paid under $5 when I got it.
Yeah, Color Box designer paper. There you go.
Oh, I didn't know it was still available. How cool is that?
Leslie, I think Leslie asked.
Because it was a long time ago.
Oh, Mary said, yes, it is on Amazon. I saw it last night.
Ah, what do you know? What do you know? Yeah, because I didn't have the cover anymore, so I didn't know what the brand was. So I wasn't able to look it up. But Janice didn't know, and she still found it. So I don't know. She's smarter than I am. Well, we already know that. Let's talk about something we don't already know.
Show Mary the cover of the Bodice journal where you use the tubes.
This one?
She did that with strips of leather and little brads, and actually those are fuses.
Yeah, but you can do it with the bulbs. You can do it with the tubes. You can do it with anything. I did,
Actually, those held poison back in the steampunky
and
day.
this one was with the little bottle.
Yep, there's one with the bottle.
I don't know what's on my other one.
Oh, Janice said she bought the same one years ago. She just used most of the pages last month to try to use them up.
And this one has
the hose clamp.
the clamp. That's the clamp. And the other one has what? So I made 4 of these. Oh, the other one just has the bottle.
Hey, Allie K.
But you could just as easily put the small little bulb on there too, if you have the bulb. Okay.
Me neither, Mary. I thought after getting up at 3, I would have crashed last night, but no, I couldn't go to sleep.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at my little trashy place over here. Things I can't sell. Things I can't sell, I put in my journal because that's my favorite stuff.
Ooh, that looks like some kind of, I don't know. Could look like a number of things. It kind of looks like a horrible face to me.
This
Yeah.
looks like to me like when one of those little haunty kind of movies. This is the moon, and this is when those clouds come creeping in front of the moon. I don't know. That's what it looks like to me. Never mind. Let's see. Ooh,
And I see a little boy, a little pouty boy with sunglasses on.
I don't see that one at all. Oh, ooh, how did this end up in this pile? This one's pretty.
1 hour of sleep, Linda.
Oh, that's not good.
It's because her husband wouldn't quit calling.
Oh, that's right. Well, hey, you told her what to do. You were up anyway. Let's see what else is in here. Not too much. I've been using up all of my leftover grungy papers quite a bit. Whoa, I don't think I can use this one. It's a little toasty. I think if I try to bend it, it'll crack. That thing really got cooked. Ugh. Ooh, these are pretty.
I agree, Linda. I need one too.
Oh, this is really cool.
What's a pareidolia?
Ah, a what?
Pareidolia.
Okay, that's way
Oh,
over.
it's a type of something. Oh, she's talking about me.
Oh.
The type of apophenia, which is a more generalized term for seeing patterns in random data. Some common examples are like seeing a likeness of Jesus in your tortilla.
Oh dear, I'm victim of that. Well, not seeing Jesus on a tortilla, but I see stuff everywhere.
Well, we used to do that in the yard. I mean, just lay there and find stuff in the clouds. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, don't make me take one of those psychological ink blot tests.
Oh, I did one of those. Oh yeah.
Well, doctor, I see you in that picture, and you don't want me to tell you what I see.
It was so funny. When I had a really, really bad car accident. I had a concussion and all this kind of stuff. And they had me take at one point the doctor wanted me to take what are those tests called?
Which ones?
It's a mental test. They show you all kinds of stuff. They ask you all kinds of questions. They show you pictures. They have you do math. I mean, it is. There's a name for it. I can't remember what it's called right now.
They ask you how you felt about your mother.
No, 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 no. This is
Okay.
to uh, see if you basically if you have any brain damage
Oh,
from from the concussion, and they want to make sure you're cognitive. You can think and you're thinking correctly.
cognitive testing.
Oh, that's what I just said, isn't it? Cognitive test. I didn't even know that was the name of it. Okay, hello. So yeah, so I had that, and halfway through one of the tests, because there's like I don't know, there was like 15 different sections, and halfway the nurse or whoever she is, the one giving the test, she goes, "May I ask why you're here?" I thought, "Oh no," she thinks I escaped. and and I said, "Oh well, I had a really bad concussion, and I guess they're trying to see if I'm thinking straight." And she goes, "Oh," and I said, "Can I ask you a question?" She goes, "Yeah." "Why do you ask?" And she says, "Because you're the first person that's got most of these right. Most people that come here, they get them all wrong." I go, "Okay. I guess I have my cognitive abilities." So then after it's all over with, um, he says, well, we would rate your IQ at blah blah blah, and you're this and you're that and whatever. And he says, when it comes to your math skills,
You suck.
he says you're like at about seventh grade level. And I said, doctor, that has absolutely nothing to do with my injury. I said, it has everything to do with being dyslexic. He goes, you didn't tell us you were. I said, well, you didn't ask. And he says, oh, that puts a whole new light on blah blah blah. And he says, so then they have a curve, some kind of a curve, I guess, if you are dyslexic, because you shouldn't be able to do as well as you do. So that meant I did even better on the test than they originally thought. So my problems before the concussion were still there. My math skills are really, really bad because I have to, because it's timed, all these things were timed. And so I have to think and make sure the number is going in, is the right number. And, anyway, it gives me a headache. And so it would always time out on me before I could even like do the problem. I was still trying to figure out what the numbers were, let alone do the math. So anyway, so that was funny. But I was remember the pictures they showed me. I was like, oh my gosh. At least I didn't come out as a psycho or something, what I saw in the pictures. That could have been a possibility. I think that's the same day they gave me that test where they stuck me. Gosh, I really wanted to hit that doctor. They put all these gigantic needles in my back and my neck and by my spine. And it was hooked up to some kind of machine that tests, I guess, the resistance or whatever is happening in your muscles. And that was not fun, people. It was not fun at all. And the reason I had it done in the first place is I kept complaining about these spasms in my back after the accident to my doctor. I said, oh, just my whole back just feels like it's a knot, and I can feel it literally in some places pulsing like this and here and there. I said, it's very unnerving. What can we do to stop it? So he says, well, let's go do a blah 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 test. Don't remember the name of that one either. And I'm not knowing what the test is, because up until then I had never had any kind of physical problems, never been into a hospital, nothing, never had major tests. And so I didn't know what he was talking about. And I'll never forget, we were going up the elevator, and there was this, somebody that works in the hospital was going up to, and we were getting off on a certain floor. He goes, oh, are you getting a blah 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 test? Because it's the only thing they did there. And I said, yeah. And he goes, oh boy. I thought, oh, thanks. Yeah, it was, oh boy. I didn't know all those needles were going to be going inside of me. And then at the end, what does the doctor tell me? Oh, it looks like your back is tight and in spasms. I wanted to knock him out. Like, I already knew that. You didn't have to put 45 needles in my back.
Could you just give me a massage and wash my hair? I probably would have eased up.
Yeah. And just put a Mojave, put the Navajo boy picture on over your head, and I'd have been fine. But no.
Linda said a EMG.
She
had that on her arm. Apparently, she has cord compression in her neck.
Oh gosh. Well, that was done all in my back. And then when I got home, what I had on, it was all specks of blood from all the holes. I had a freckled blouse when I got home. Like, oh, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
I guess it's like when you go for all those damn allergy tests.
Yeah, I've done that too.
My stepdad had to do that, and oh my God, he was allergic to every freaking thing under the sun.
Oh my goodness. Now, see, those didn't bother me. I mean, as far as pain, I mean, it was, I mean, I didn't like it, but, it wasn't like, oh, every time they did something. This thing, oh my gosh. I guess because the whole reason I was there was because my muscles are so tight. So when your muscles are tight, it's tougher to get whatever it is you're trying to get in there. And oh my gosh, it was painful. And then later on through the years, my doctors have told me that I have a very, very high tolerance for pain. So can you imagine how that felt to normal people that don't have a high tolerance for pain? I was ready to hit the guy. Oh. And then the other time I was ready to hit a doctor was about 5 years ago. I've always had, since after that accident that we're talking about, I have really bad problems with my legs because when the car stopped, both of my knees were underneath the dashboard. So, it kind of got crushed and messed up and everything. And so I was explaining to the doctor this place on my leg that really, really bothers me. Now, in the past, I would think a doctor would go and is it here? Is it here? Yeah, yeah. And then you go, oh, ow, ow. That's where it is. He pushed harder and harder and harder. I almost kicked him because what was the point? He found the spot. That's the place that it hurts. Get your finger off of me and go ahead and give me an x-ray or a shot or whatever it is you're going to do. Stop hurting me. I had to finally tell him, stop. I mean, I had to be like kind of assertive. Oh. I never went back to him. He was not a kind doctor at all. Because I've had other doctors where if you just go, they don't touch you anymore. They just leave you alone. Okay, we found the spot. But he was like a masochist. He was like enjoying the fact that he was bringing me practically to tears.
Yeah.
Get away from me, you weirdo. Okay, let's see what else I want to put in there. I got some of these papers over here. And let's see, what's this stuff? Oh, this looks kind of cool. There's some Amy's paper. I'll put some Amy's papers in there.
Hey, Val, we missed you on Saturday.
Hey. Yeah. Oh, that's right. She wasn't there Saturday, was she?
No, but
She was.
Valeria was.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we try to have fun even though you weren't there.
It's Thursday, girl. It's Thursday. It was the weekend.
Yeah, it was Saturday when Shannon was with us. You miss Shannon. Do you know who? It depends how long she's been in the craft world. She may or may not know Shannon.
Yes, it is, Janice. I am so ready for the week to be over. I was like, oh my gosh, so over everybody today. It was just like,
Just as long as you're not over us,
no.
you can be over everybody else.
But it's like the business is freaking out. Oh my God, we have to get this stuff made. Get the raw materials. Get what you can do to get, and then you get them there, and then you have the people at the plant going, "We got too many raw materials." You know what? Bite me. I don't care. I was told to bring this crap in.
Just doing my job, man. Leave me alone. Just doing my job.
She knows Shannon. She met her before,
Oh, okay, good.
but she watched it later.
Yeah, I don't know who's new and who's been around forever.
I don't know either. I'm trying to remember who I knew back in the day.
I wish I could remember who the first person I was that. Well,
But when I made that comment about slow stitching, I pretty much got kicked out of most of those groups. So I'm having to. It's my second round.
you're slumming it now, huh?
Oh my god!
Gosh. Okay, so that's getting kind of chunky. It's because
The
it's
first
fine.
person I watched was Gabrielle Peroka.
I don't think I know who that is.
Oh my god, I loved her.
Is she still around?
I think so. And Ivy Newport.
Okay, the first person I saw, I think, because as you know, I came to this. I didn't come like from the scrap world or nothing. I came from no world at all. And I think the first person I saw that made a junk journal was Michelle Mooney. Is that her last name?
I have
Mooney.
no clue.
Is that her last name? She's in Australia or New Zealand.
Michelle Mooney.
Yeah, I don't know if her
Hey, Pinky.
I don't know if her YouTube is her name or is a different name. I can't remember right now. But I just loved what she did. I still do. I still love what she does because sometimes you're attracted to something and then you start seeing other things. You go, oh, I don't know why I like that. No, I still like her stuff a lot.
Jan's first person was journal artista Paula Phillips.
Journal artista.
And
She's
then
a,
I used to watch Marry Me, and then she pissed me off in her group, and I told her off, and I left.
who's that? Who are you talking about?
Marry Me.
I don't know who that is.
Ugh.
I don't know that name. And then I discovered Gina Ahrens. I discovered her and she did mixed media and journal stuff. And then
Aaron's like Aaron's.
AH.
Yeah, AH. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And then at that time, she was running a group. And I didn't know what a group was. But there was a thing to click, a link to click. So I clicked it and I joined the group. It was my I didn't know what to expect. And I'm trying to remember the name. I don't think the group exists anymore. I'm trying to remember the name of it. But there's still people around right now that are in my other group that I met in that group.
Michelle Mooney is the paper addiction.
Oh, her. That's right. Her.
Oh yeah, there you go, Kathy D. Small art.
So yeah. Okay, so then I saw her stuff. Michelle.
And then I got in a fight with them people in the what was that gigantic junk journal group on Facebook? The big one?
Oh, junk journal. It's called junk journal something. Junk journal.
Yes.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. I got into it with their mods because I accidentally thanked someone for a journal on the wrong junk journal Facebook group. And it was like, oh my God, you people are nuts.
Yeah, they jump down your throat about
Oh
all
my gosh.
there. I don't ever post there. I'm afraid to get in trouble.
I know everything you do.
Everything you do there, they call you out.
Yes. Okay, we have 12 groups now. This is where you buy, this is where you sell, this is where you look, this is where you compliment, this is where you thumbs up, this is where you say thank you. No, bite me. Bye. I'm getting out all of here.
And if you like, for instance, if I were to post a video over there, just because on all my videos, most people have links to things, and my Etsy shop is linked there. I can't post any videos over there because you can't sell. Well, the thing I posted, I wasn't selling. It wasn't for sale. But because I have my link to my Etsy shop in the description over in YouTube, not in their group, they told me I couldn't put my video there. I go,
And
oh,
they don't call you out privately.
no.
They bring you to the front of the class.
And they whip you.
Yeah, they do. Like, you know what? I'm sorry, but bye-bye.
And I was like, oh my goodness. Now that was my second group I ever joined. And man, that scared me to death. I go, oh
I
my
know.
gosh.
I
That
know.
that scared me
Yeah.
half out of my wits. Like, oh my
Well,
gosh.
I'm sorry. It's the junk journal Nazis. I'm sorry.
I go, oh dear, I don't know proper junk journal etiquette. I thought we were here to have some fun. Okay. My mistake.
Oh
Okay.
no, you can't no. This, you don't say that in this group. You say it in the other group. Oh, okay.
That was so funny. I mean, it's funny now, but when it happened to me, I really got upset with myself. Like, oh man, I messed up. Oh, these people. Obviously they know what they're talking about. I'm new. I messed up. No, they're messed up. Like, okie dokie. Ooh, this is pretty. I got some blue stuff here. I can use that over here.
Oh, you want to relax, Pinky? Look at the screen.
Yeah, I might do.
Hello.
Hello, Pinky.
Hello. You look mighty.
Oh, and then you know what they do over there too, which now that I know better, it's unbelievable. You have to. I understand. Okay, I understand all the problems that come with swaps because I host swaps over in my other group, so I get it. I know the headaches. If you don't run swaps, you don't have any clue about what kind of headaches you can have. Um, so I understand there has to be rules. I get that part. But over there, you have to show your journal either through pictures or a video, and then they will partner you with somebody with equal skills. So if you get a junky looking journal swap partner, that means you are a junky journal maker.
I'm sorry, but who made you judge? And
And I'm thinking, wow, that to me is like very elitist. You're not good enough for us, so we're gonna let you swap with Susie because Susie doesn't know what the heck she's doing. Well, if you gave her one that you're already experienced for 10, 15 years, and she's only been doing it for 3 years, why don't you swap with her so you can inspire her with all of your abilities in your beautiful journal? That's what I would say. But no. Oh no, we don't swap with those kind of people. Needless to say, I left that a long time ago, that group, but it was a bit much.
yeah, whatever.
And I think that is around the time that I saw my first video of Shannon. And Shannon is the complete opposite. It's like, do it wrong and it looks great. You know, don't follow the rules and it'll look really cool. I go, oh, that's my kind of gal. She doesn't care what it looks like. Just have some fun. I go, all right. So between Michelle inspiring me with pretty stuff, I think she makes pretty things, and then Shannon making junky things, it was like, oh my gosh, there's so many different things you can do, and they're all right. I love this. You really can't do anything wrong. But for those of you that have been, I mean, most of you have been around all this longer than me. But in the short time that I've been exposed to all this, even in that short amount of time, there's been a lot of evolution of what a junk journal is. To me, the title junk journal is a misnomer now. It's just sort of like, you know, Kleenex for tissue. It's just a name that it uses, but I don't think it means the same as when it started.
Well, I think you put rules and all of that on, then you stop creativity.
Yeah, and I think having a generic term is great because it means it can be anything, you know. But because nowadays, at least for the way I do my personal journals, I don't think there's a difference between a junk journal, a glue book, an art journal. You know, I do all the above in one journal. So I don't make a distinction between those types. I do it in my shop only because other people recognize what those terms mean. So if I'm making quote unquote a glue book, I put glue book up there. But I always emphasize you can do whatever you want with the book. You don't have to glue anything into it, you know. But well, that's getting a little chunky. Now I would have nothing else in there yet.
Well, I remember you coming out because people were going, Rosemary, will you tell these people that you don't sew a flow book?
I know. People were getting upset. Oh, that's another thing. See, I didn't know that was going to catch on. It was for a one-time swap. So I wasn't like all uptight about how, explaining and emphasizing or any of that kind of stuff. But and then that just took off and we're still doing them. How many years is that now? I don't know. 4, 5. I don't even remember when I started that. But yeah, so but the key is it's supposed to be a supply book. So if you're going to use it as a supply book, you have to be able to get the stuff out easy. But I don't really harp on them that much. It's just I tell them I give them what a flow book is, what a flow journal is. And then, if they don't want to do it right, well, that's between them and their partner, let them get mad at each other. Leave me out of it. I already explained what it is. I've given you the directions. You can do whatever you want. Have fun. But then what's happened is, again, everything morphs, and they have morphed. And now that some of the people have come from other groups that have rules and have to have things fancy and have to have this, have that, now they've turned what started off as trashy and junky and leftover things put inside of a book so that someone else can use it. Now they've just, they've just switched it up into a junk journal. Um, if their partner doesn't care, who cares? If their partner doesn't mind ripping the pages out to use it, I don't care either. So
That's right.
whatever they want to do.
Janice said she found someone who uses her trash every week in a journal, kind of like Rosemary. Possum Patty.
Oh, I never heard of that.
Tuesdays is Trash Tuesday.
Cool.
Anne said she participated in one of your Flow book swaps, and it was a great experience.
Yay! Happy dance, happy dance. And then another problem that I've run into with swaps is organizing swaps. Is we have a limited amount of international people, and some of them don't mind swapping international. Others they want within their area. And if I've only got like 5 people in England and 5 people in Germany, and 2 in France. I mean, after a while, you're always going to have to swap with the same person eventually because, mathematically, you're not going to get too many partners. And that gets kind of boring for people because you already know what you're going to get from that person because they're going to get from their stash and what they have, and it's all going to look kind of similar. And the fun part of getting the supplies is getting the flow book from different people because everybody has different junk. So that but nobody's complained. I'm just saying I'm sure it gets kind of boring for them to have to swap with the same people all the time. At least here in the States, you can swap with a whole bunch of different people. Okay, I think I'll use some of this.
You're dripping too much. Well, thanks for sharing.
Could he share drool?
No, all the dogs follow Betty with her plate, and Sophie stays in here with me because she knows that I'll secretly feed her, and then when I'm done, then she goes in there and gets her part from Betty. She plays it smart. So we shared some pizza.
Sharesy. Okay, so and then I still have to take this apart because I gotta. No, I've done it before when it's already put together. Actually, it's kind of cool when you put the copy on when they're already in there because then it just kind of slips and slides and oozes all over the place. I might do that. I just might do that. Okay, so am I going to pick 2 signatures or am I going to put 3? Am I going to break it up into 3? I don't know. 3 might be too many on this little small spine. Or, well, maybe not. I'll separate them into 3. Just for the fun of it.
I couldn't see because when you stood it up, you took it off camera.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll show it to you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I can get 3 in there,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, separate all these papers. Not too many more papers than I have, but separate them into 3s.
Or you could add one more cover and make it a trifold.
Oh, please.
Then it could be a little steampunk lap book.
More work. More work. More work.
That looks like Amy paper.
It certainly is. I don't know what I would do without her.
Is she your dealer?
She's my dealer. She's my Vegas connection.
That's my West Coast supplier.
Yeah. Well, my husband closed a big deal.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so let me see. Let me get the story straight. We have several, what would you call them? There's a name, I can't think of the name, but organizations that help the homeless. There's got to be a name for that. I don't know what it's called. Anyway, and there's this one that's here close to downtown that the merchants have been wanting them to move because they're trying to revitalize downtown, and it's kind of hard to ask people to invest money downtown if you have a lot of people hanging around the corners that are homeless. And um, as we all know, there's a problem across the United States. Um, some of them are down and out temporarily. Some of them are mentally ill. Some of them, um, you know,
Worked for Enron.
that was the ones that were out and out for a while. So anyway, it's a complex issue, across the world, I'm sure. Um, so we have this one place that this guy put together on the other side of town, more like in the industrial area of town. And he's got the whole setup. I mean, I can't even tell you how many square feet this place is. Um, his wife is a chef, and she gave up her job, and she cooks, you know, in that facility for the homeless. So they get like, I mean, you should see the food they feed him there. The cops and the fire department go over there for lunch because it's so good. and and then he negotiated with a local hospital to open up one of their satellite clinics that they have around the city, right in his facility. And so everyone that's there, they're fed. He's got people that have ongoing education. He's got arrangements with people that if they go through certain courses that he provides there, that they'll be given a job. And it's just like everything is there for somebody who wants it or who needs it. This facility that's here close to downtown, they give them sack lunches at noon, and they flock there. Oh, the reason, okay, let me backtrack a little bit. The the what the first one I'm telling you about, that one's called the Hope Campus, the one that has everything. He has rules, and his rules are, if you aren't there, um, um, taking some kind of a course that is offered there, and it's all free. If you're not there taking something, then you're welcome to come and eat, and you're welcome to come and bathe, and you're welcome to sleep there. But during the day, you just can't be hanging out there. You have to be out looking for a job or something, but you cannot be hanging around there. So over here, the one that has the sack lunch, they just let them hang out. They don't have no responsibility. They don't have to go to class. They don't have to do this. Don't have to do that. And so the ones that don't want to do that, they come over here and they just hang out. And you know, and they leave trash everywhere. Yeah, I don't want to get into what goes on around there. Anyway, so they wanted them to move over. Oh, and Hope Campus said, we will give them X amount of square feet. We will not even charge them. All they have to do is contribute to the utilities and then come over with us. Well, they said no, they don't want to do that. I'm like, okay, whatever. So the city says, well, you had an alternative. You need to find some place to go because Even the people that own the building is the church that's across the street, and they even want them to leave now because the parishioners are afraid to park in the parking lot because they get harassed by the people. So it's gotten out of hand. Let's just say it the way it is. It's gotten out of hand. And the people that are really trying to help themselves and trying to better themselves, they go to Hope Campus. And the people that maybe are mentally ill or just whatever, they end up staying on the one on downtown because they don't have nothing's put upon them. They just go there for their lunch and hang out and whatever. So the city's been putting pressure on them to relocate. And the city can do that because they have a conditional use permit in that building to do what they do. So when it's up, they can say we won't renew it. But the city doesn't want to be mean. They want to give them plenty of time to find a place and so on and so forth. So there was this place that they had looked at, but of course that community, that town, and not town, that neighborhood doesn't want them there for the same reasons of what they do here in the downtown area. So it's been an ongoing problem, to say the least. So there was this one property Richard heard through the grapevine. Somebody told him that a few years ago they were looking at this one property, but whatever happened, it fell through, and it never happened. So my husband goes, okay, I'm going to contact them. So he does his research, goes to look to see who owns the property, finds out who owns the property, realizes it's somebody's uncle that he used to hang out with at the pub pre-COVID when they would go down intellectualize down at the pub and talk about stupid stuff. So he calls up the guy and says, hey, your uncle owns this property, blah, blah, blah. Somebody's interested. Do you think you want to sell? Yada, yada, yada. I don't know. Let me give you my uncle's number. So he calls up the guy, and the guy says, oh, I already gave it to or sold it to my other nephew, but he might want to sell. You never know. Let me give you his number. Then my husband calls up that guy, and he tells him the situation, and blah, 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 blah. And he says, oh, I'd be willing to sell. Oh, hello. So Richard calls up, oh dear, you know who he called up, Susan? He calls up Levon.
Oh.
Says, hey, I made a connection with the owners and they'd be willing to sell. Okay. So Levon gets in contact with the city manager, which my husband cannot stand, and tells them, hey, we got this going. Let's go talk to the place and let's get this going and see if they're just making excuses or if they really do want to make a move and help the city out. Let's negotiate this. So Richard had already kind of sort of floated a price to the guy. The guy liked the price. Richard told Levon. Levon told the city manager, and so on and so forth. And he called yesterday to let us know that everybody agreed they're going to purchase the property. They're going to build their thing over there. And now the city's going to be all happy now. Everybody's happy. The place doesn't have to go, to where they don't want to go, which was over to Hope Campus, maybe. They were adamant they didn't want to do that. And so anyway, so everybody was really, really happy, but everybody but the city manager, because he didn't put the deal together. Richard did. And now he's even madder at Richard than he was before. And Richard tells Levon, well, all he had to do was do his job. I don't know why I have to do it. He gets paid $150,000 a year, and I don't get paid anything for this. Why should I be doing his job? But Richard likes to wheel and deal. He gets joy out of it, I guess. So anyway, so he was feeling pretty happy about that.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay, so I think these three will fit just hunky-dory right there. Look.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
Cool. Pretty cool. All right, so now let's get the signatures kind of sort of for this one. I think I think we'll put 3 in here too, even though it's a tiny bit bigger. It really don't matter. We'll just put more papers in each one. That's all. Hello. I told Richard, I said, you should have gotten like a brokerage fee out of that.
Something.
Well, yeah, because they brought in a real broker to like to write up the papers and everything. He got 8% of the deal when he did nothing. He didn't broker the deal. He just like wrote up the papers for them once Richard had already brokered it for them. I said, wait a minute. Aren't you even going to get dinner out of it? Some dinner or something?
Well, Richard would buy you dinner, but we know you can't eat nothing, so never mind.
Oh my goodness.
Here's your attaboy.
There's your attaboy. No, his satisfaction is he made a deal happen that the city manager couldn't do. Or was too, he could have done it. He was just too lazy to do it. That's all.
He's busy.
He's busy.
He's managing the city.
Oh, yeah. You should see how many department managers have quit because they can't stand that guy. I don't know why they keep him, to tell you the truth. Because good people have left. Well, I do know why. There's a consent decree that the city's been working with the federal government for a while, and they've been kind of negotiating with that. And city directors didn't want to like really change anything major until that is like taken care of, which doesn't make too much sense, but that's their reasoning. So this guy gets to get a free ride until that closes. And then maybe they'll come down on him. Who knows? Who knows?
I'm ASMRing over here like a big dog.
Like a big one, huh?
Yeah.
Whoa. Like a big doggy. Giddy up, giddy up.
Allie said name it the Richard Morris Homeless Center.
Hey, the people whose neighborhood didn't want it, where they were wanting to buy some property, they should buy him dinner. Oh, baby Richard. And it's a genuine concern. It's it's a sad thing that most people in general. I know I'm generalizing. Don't jump down my throat, ladies. Most people will agree they should do something and help people that are homeless, but don't do it in my neighborhood. Is usually the attitude, right? Please, oh yes, I donate. Well, but I don't want them in my neighborhood. But when it comes to some people, they're mentally ill or whatever. That's not everybody. That's maybe like 10%. The rest are just because of, we're all a paycheck away from being homeless. Um, so when you have a community that's not used to having them in their neighborhood, and then that the possibility, and then if you have schools and stuff like that, you don't know what you're opening yourself up for in those situations. So I get it, but if you look at a map, there's schools everywhere, and there's got to be some place for somebody somewhere. So this is a good fix, because if you get areas where there's not so much population, then it's the it's good for everybody, hopefully.
And if you're homeless, it don't matter where it is.
Well, if you're trying to, well, see, this is where the argument comes in. If they're genuinely trying to better themselves, they need to be able to get to work. There needs to be public transportation to get from where the center is to wherever it is they're going to get a job and things like that. And in a town like ours, I know in bigger towns, public transportation is probably everywhere, but in our town, not so much. So there are literally some places where you can't get there from here, because how do you get there? There's no bus, there's no this, there's no that. So that's a genuine concern. Okay, let me.
I've seen that, Janice, where they build those little tiny homes for the homeless.
I like those tiny homes.
People are homeless just because they closed the institutions where they got support.
Well, my brother-in-law, he would be homeless if it weren't for my husband and his sister. He's schizophrenic. He can't, he can't work. He can't really make decisions on his own. He needs direction. He needs help. He has to be in a facility. Not a lockdown facility, but some place where people are watching his medication, make sure he takes it, make sure he takes care of his hygiene and stuff like that, and his if my husband and his sister weren't taking care of that financially for him, he'd be homeless. He'd be out there talking to himself because he probably wouldn't take his medication, and then people would think he's dangerous, which he's not. And he'd probably get beat up in some alley somewhere because he said the wrong thing to the wrong person, and the whole thing's really sad.
I tell you what, I bet they all were scuttling when all that snow and cold came.
Ooh.
Okay, I'll go to the Hope campus. I'll go. Can I just hang out here today because it's -19 outside, please?
Well, because we're not used to having it so cold here, during those real cold days, he did let everybody stay inside. He didn't make anybody leave.
Oh, that's good.
But if once it got into the 40s, he said, "I'm sorry, these are the rules here. You're out of here.
Get out. Get
If you
out.
don't get out, if you don't want to better yourselves, you got to get out. You're welcome to come back at night, but the daytime here is for people that are trying to better themselves."
Well, that's good. It keeps the disruption out.
Yeah, that's what he's always conscious of, because he says that, there are, just like in any part of society, there's elements of people that they just want to cause problems,
Well,
and
it's hard to help somebody that don't want to help themselves.
yeah, that's why he tells them to leave. You can sleep here, but you're not going to hang out and disrupt the people that are trying to do good stuff. Okay, so hello. I think that's pretty good right there. Yay! Yeah, it is a full-time job, Terry. Before we fully understood what was wrong with my brother-in-law, he was released in our care. We had I was going to say we had possession of him. We had custody. We had custody of him, and that was a very before we knew it was really going on. Because when we very first was given custody of him, we thought he was just a juvenile delinquent, right? And his mother was a mess. The father was a bigger mess. They were divorced, so he went from one state to another. It was just a mess. And he ends up getting put into a Camarillo over in California. And I don't know how Camarillo is now, but at that particular time, it was a state mental hospital where the criminally insane were put in there. And we couldn't believe, like, what the heck did they do put him in there for? And it was because the county facility was filled, and he had and he went to school one day, and he said that he was going to kill his father and then kill himself. So right then and there you get the 72 hour, observation, detention slash whatever you want to call it. So they took him in, and there was no place to take him, and so they took him to the nearest mental facility, which was Camarillo State Mental Hospital. Like, oh my gosh, it's right out of um the Cuckoo's Nest. That's what it reminded me of. So we went over there, and one thing led to another. Anyway, we told him, we'll take him. And so he came with us, and then over a series of events and going to a doctor and this and that, it ends up, he's not just a juvenile delinquent, he's schizophrenic. Oh, great. Thank you. I'm now living. I have no concept and understanding, education, anything on schizophrenia. And now he's living with me. So that was, yeah, I did a very fast study on that. And that was very difficult. And wouldn't wish that on anybody.
Y'all slow down.
And he stayed with us for how long? I don't know. It seemed like forever, but I think it was only like maybe 10, 11 months, something like that. And then the doctor had told me that he was getting worse, even though we were giving him his medication. He didn't know he was getting medication. We stuck it in his drinks and stuff. Clandestine medication. And so the doctor could see that he was building up into what they call a break, a mental break. And so the doctor was really concerned. The doctor wanted to put him in the hospital. And I said, oh, I really felt bad about putting him back into the hospital and all this kind of stuff. And so he says, well, keep him with you, but the slightest sign of, something, call me immediately. He gave me his home number, and he says, call me, don't call the service, just call me. I go, okay. So you know how you have those moments in time you never forget? This is one of them. I'm sitting there having dinner with him and my husband, and he looks at us with this glazed look over his eyes. And at that time I had a dog. His name was Peterbilt. And Richard's brother's name's Casey. Casey looks at us and he goes, you know what? I think I need to kill somebody. And I was like, that moment, I go, I'm the greatest poker player in town. I should go to Vegas. And I go, oh, oh, and why do you say that? Peterbilt told me. Oh, shut up, Peterbilt, shut up. Darn dog. And so I go, excuse me, just a moment. So I go in the other room and I call Doctor, help! I have a schizophrenic at my dinner table. He wants to kill somebody. My dog told him to.
So take my dog too.
Take the dog too. He's crazy.
I got a dog and a boy for you.
So he told me to give him. He says, okay, because it was already like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, something like that. He says, I have to get a room for him in the morning. Can you give him double medication so you can knock him out? I said, I think so. If my dog tells him to, he will. I just got to talk to my dog. Say, hey, can you help me out? Tell him to take some more sweet tea. I'm not ashamed to say it, but it's like that night I literally got the knives out of the kitchen and put them in between my box spring and my mattress. That's how spooked out I was. And so we gave him double his medication, and my husband had to go to work to Los Angeles the next morning. I mean,
Oh, hell no.
this was midweek, and anyway, those are like, I mean, this was I don't know how many years ago, and it feels like it was yesterday. And anyway, so then I remember, um, I told my husband to go to work. I said, just go, because I knew where I had to take him to a facility, and I knew it was going to be like my husband was going to make it a worse situation because he would be nervous, he'd be upset, and he'd be conflicted. I knew he literally would make it worse, so I felt a lot more confident if he just got out of the picture. And so I told him, go to work, I will handle this. So I called the doctor, and the doctor says, I've got a bed for him at so and so place. And we were living in the San Diego area at the time, and this was over on the beach. And oh my goodness, it was like a resort compared to Camarillo, right? Because this was a private facility. And so I told him, hey, let's go for a ride. Let's go for a ride. I felt like when I saw What About Bob, I go, oh my God, that's me. Let's go for a ride, Bob. and so we go over, and he says, as we start going down this little driveway that goes literally into the facility, he goes, where are we going? I said, didn't I tell you you have an appointment with the doctor? And he goes, no. I said, oh, I forgot. They just want to talk with you. He goes, oh, okay. And so we go in there, and I give my name at the window there. And then just like out of the movies, here comes out three giant orderly men in the white suits. And you should have seen his eyes. I mean, I still think about it, and I just like want to go, ooh, I just want to cry when I think about he had the deer eyes, like, in the headlight, looking at me like, how could you betray me like this? How could you let them do this to me? And they haul him away, it's like, oh, my husband could not have handled this. I'm glad he was at work.
And when they took him away, he was like, Peterbilt was right.
That darn dog. Where is he? Oh my gosh. But oh man, I mean, those are situations you do not wish on your worst enemies, because the feeling is just horrendous. So full circle. So when I see people, out on the streets, I know some of those people are just like my brother-in-law. They're lost. Their brain doesn't work right. Um, they cannot better themselves. And I know it's the minority, but still they're out there. And so, I feel sorry for them. It's not, I mean, it just, well, bottom line is there's no justice in this world. No matter how you look at it, there just is no justice. But how does it have to do with junk journals? I have no idea. I have no idea what this has to do with junk journals. Okay, so we have three signatures.
Man, I'd have went home and took the treats away from Peterbilt for a week and said, are you kidding me? Really? You're going to tell him that?
Yeah, what kind of a dog
Ain't
are
no
you?
pepperoni for you, buddy.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, yeah. So the moral of the story, I don't know any of you, what you do in your personal life when it comes to other people, but always give people the benefit of the doubt. You do not know their backstory. You do not know what happened to them. You don't know diddly squat, right? So it's hard, but try not to judge, you know. That's
Like they
all.
say, old truckers never die. They just get a new Peterbilt.
Oh my gosh. Oh dear. Okay. Okay, so I think tomorrow what I'm going to do before I sew these in, anything that has, oh, maybe not on this one. Oh, I didn't put the paper in this one. I gotta put some of those. Oh my goodness. I didn't put some of those I didn't put any of those in this one.
Oh no.
Cut some to put in there. But and then tomorrow before what I'll just keep them just like this. I love doing this. I get them just like this, and I get my coffee with a brush, and then I just go and close it, and it smushes all over, and it looks super cool. We did that when we did the industrial a couple years ago. We did that little technique, and it works really good. So I'll do that with anything that has white on them. So now I got to cut some papers for this one. Why didn't you guys tell me? You guys are here to help me out, and you did not tell me.
Hello, I'm sorry. We're sitting here in the middle of a freaking murder mystery where the dog's telling the brother to kill somebody and blah, blah. And you want me to pay attention to, did you put paper in that fourth journal? Sorry. I have to tell you, the other day I was trying to support a channel and give them some view time and watch their video and stuff, and I watched them talking about going to make 3 pink journals, and they're in the house.
No.
They're in the house.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no. Well, I'm really proud of you. That shows that you did it for them. You were there for them. Not for what you could get out of it, but just for them.
What is that you have on the inside of that cover? All those words.
It was just the cover of the book.
Yeah.
The inside cover? I don't know. I don't remember what the book was. I can't read what it says. The Great Books of something. So it's got Homer and Virgil, all the great,
yeah.
The great books that I've never read. Yeah. That stuff. That stuff.
Anne wants to hear it again. Janice said, too engrossed in the story to worry about your dang papers. Pinky was enjoying Rosemary's Days of Our Lives. Yes, Val, it was you and your 3 little pink journals. The new book.
Okay, I gotta think of an uplifting story. I can't think of one though right now, but I'll think of an uplifting story so we can have something to end with, something a little nicer.
Hey, Valeria, how are you? I'm glad you weren't here earlier because you would have been freaking out.
Good
running.
thing. Yeah. You'd have been saying, what the heck? I thought they did journals here. Oh, we were writing a journal is what we were doing. Okay, so is that the right side? Yeah. I'll just use this as a little measuring guide. Let me think. What can I think of? I already told you the story that Peterbilt had his own lawyer, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, so we don't want to repeat that.
You told me, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I think I told that story already. Okay, let me think of something else, because that's a cute story. Let me think.
A sound of adding coffee. It was a little scary, Valeria.
Yeah, you have to do the replay.
You're doing more pink stuff? That's too much pink,
Oh,
Val. I can't do all that pink.
yeah. Poor Susan. That's a true friend. She can't stand pink, and if she's still supporting you, she's a true friend.
3 of them.
She can close her eyes, but don't say the word pink too often.
Oh, man.
Yeah, because if she hears it and sees it, I don't know what she'll do.
Mm-mm.
I don't know what she'll do. It won't be pretty. That's all I know. It will not be pretty.
Now, see if you just took your X-Acto knife and went.
Yeah, but that would make it kind of perfect and
Yeah,
scary.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's right. I can handle a pink flower.
Yeah. Oopsie.
Black, blue, red, green, purple.
Or very boring and neutral, like the ones I do.
Yeah,
I end up doing, I end up with the same color scheme. Blah.
that's right. Listen, Linda, listen. That's like that lady where her little boy is in the kitchen standing on a chair and he's in
Hey,
there trying to make her salad. And she said, "Boy, what are you doing?" He said, "Mama, Mama, don't start with me. Mama, just don't start, Mama. No." Oh, yeah, I like red. Kathy said, "That is how I feel about most shades of green." Really?
oh, wow. Well, I mean, I think green's a happy color, but a lot of people think that pink's a happy color, so I don't know.
It's hard being green. There's certain shades of green I like.
Yeah, I like the ones that have like a lot of yellow undertone. I like those and a blue undertone. But like forest green, yeah, I'm not into that. Pine green. I don't like dark greens that have a lot of black in them. I'm not crazy about
I like vertigreen.
that. What did I do here? I might have to whip out the scissors. Oh dear.
Oh, Leslie says green is her favorite color, but she likes most colors. And Linda said lime green is her favorite.
I like lime green too.
Kelly green is the worst. I like most others, says Janice.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about Kelly green either.
That's
I
right. It ain't easy being green.
mm-mm.
I like the rolling hills of Ireland green.
Mm,
That color.
not that color. It's a little dark.
Avocado green and harvest gold. That's old 1970s appliance colors.
Mm-hmm.
Tupperware.
Frat avocado.
Yes, avocado and harvest gold. Remember back in the day, Riri, hey Riri, back in the day when the bathrooms were all they'd have like a blue toilet and blue blue and
That's what
pink tile. And yeah, that's
oh,
what your man drove off with. Yeah, your bathtub.
exactly. That's what mine was here. That was, I think, late 60s, early 70s, maybe.
You could get your toilet paper by Scott to match your bathroom tile
Oh, I didn't know that.
because it was either little square green tiles or little square blue or little square pink. I think ours was green and white.
Oh, wow. Oh, so some of you guys got some of you guys got the abuelita chocolate in last month's thing, and some of you got the tamarindo candy in last month's thing. So if you're in the group, I put a link to Rick Bayless, who is my favorite chef. And he was making hot wings with the tamarindo candy. You've got to go check it out. So now you're going, what the heck am I supposed to do with this? Well, you need to go get some more because one is not enough. And you can make some really cool hot wings for your Super Bowl. And your husband goes, what the heck is this? Tamarindo, tamarindo. And, and everyone will be very happy. Okay, so this, I think we've got enough papers in there. We don't need any more papers in there at all. Uh-oh. What do you want, Mr. Morris?
I can't buy a couple hours ago. I'm busy, so I'm left.
Oh, we're still busy. we're almost done. We got about 20 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
My snack.
Good. Did you make your shrimp? Are you gonna make it or are you gonna wait for me to make it?
You do it better.
Okay, goodbye.
It's like your beans.
I'll make it for you when I'm done here.
Now that you're the new city manager, she'll cook you dinner.
What did you do? Did you make problems tonight?
I got a laugh.
Okay, good.
Yeah, everybody's smiling and laughing. That's my new political
Okay.
theme.
Okay. Did anybody buy you dinner?
No, they're cheap. Looking at me, you know I don't need it.
Okay, I'll come over when I'm done. I'll make the shrimp for you. Hasta lumbago.
That's all, everyone.
Okay.
Oh, that's horrible, Pinky.
Okay, so I gotta put something else in here. It's not enough yet.
There goes Mom and her moco.
Say what?
She said her mom had a lime green Volkswagen Rabbit and they called it the moco.
Oh no! Gross! Oh man, you guys are vicious.
That's kind of like that. What is it? That medication that has all the mucus?
Oh
Dude.
yeah, that little man.
Yes.
Oh God, it's so gross.
Mucinex. Ugh.
That is gross. Oh my goodness. Oh dear. Okay, I'm gonna put another one of these. Oh, I don't have any of those in that one, so this will work out just hunky dory. I just probably have to cut it down.
Dory.
Hunky dory.
I had a neon blue car. That was way back in the day.
Do you remember the old car, the Roadrunner? Muscle car Roadrunner, remember that? I don't know when that was from. Because a friend of mine got a used one and really got that thing spiffy. That was a cool car. It was like a reddish, orangish color.
Ooh. Did you say orangish blue?
Orangish reddish.
Oh, I thought you said orangish blue. I was like, what the hell kind of color is that?
No.
Oh no, Janice says I can handle the Mucinex guys. The toe fungus critter climbing out from under someone's toe.
Oh,
That's like that. I know you haven't seen it because you don't watch movies supposedly.
oh
But
dear.
that movie Boomerang with Eddie Murphy, and
Wait a
he
minute.
would
I think I've seen that movie.
he would come home with a girl, and during the night he would pull the sheets up real slow so he could see if she had ugly toes. Make sure she didn't have no hammer time in her shoe.
Was that before or after Hammer Time?
I think it was during hammer time.
Oh, probably.
Pinky said, "Did you say Hosta Flambago?"
Yeah.
Val said, "Well, the Nova didn't do well in Mexico because who wants a car called No Go?"
That's right.
I love that movie Boomerang. It had what's her name in it?
Who was it?
Grace.
Oh, I know who you mean. She was freaky.
And the older lady, and she said, "Hello, Marcus. But I'm not wearing any panties, Marcus."
Who was that? She was also a very famous woman.
Etta,
That was Etta James?
yeah, Etta,
No.
somebody like that.
No, but it wasn't her. It was I can see her right now. It wasn't Etta James.
And then here comes old Grace talking about Strange. Oh my God, that was the most hilarious scene whenever she was telling them how she wanted her perfume.
Oh, now Riro's over there with Carlos Santana. Man, we're getting all continental here.
Grace Jones and Eartha Mitt.
Kit.
Hey, Singing in the Rain. Nina Simone.
No, Eartha Kitt. No Simone.
Yeah, that was a good. They had Robin Givens and yeah,
Yeah, all the wannabe stars.
that was a good show.
Okay, so that one now is okay. Now I got the papers I wanted.
That's when Haley Berry first started out.
Yeah, boy, she was really young.
It's like, come on, Marcus, notice her. Notice her.
Notice her. Notice her.
You need to send Robin on out. Going back to Tyson.
Oh gosh, what possessed her?
Who knows?
That was the weirdest, oddest. Ah, that was just so odd. Very
Yeah.
odd. I mean, that's one time where you think,
I
gold
don't know.
digger.
He
Can
was
we
just
say
like a big
gold?
old giant baby, wasn't he?
Can we say gold digger?
Yeah. And I ain't saying you a gold digger. That's exactly what you are. Yeah, Eartha Kitt was Catwoman.
Yeah. Row.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was good.
Hello, Marcus. I'm sorry, man. You stick Eddie Murphy in, and I'm front row.
I know. Mr. Rogers even liked him doing him.
Hi, boys and girls. This is Mr. Robinson neighborhood. And today's word is bitch. Go on in there and tell your mama. Tell her, come. Okay, go. You go on. Come on. What she said? Did she slap you?
Oh, I don't know, people. There's too much funny stuff out there. I still like the hot tub the best, I think.
Well, yeah, everything he did. I
Yeah.
got some ice cream, and you can't have none, 'cause you on welfare, and your daddy is an alcoholic. It was so funny when he was talking about, and you get your ice cream, and you be all showing it to everybody, acting all, and then bloop, fall on the ground, and you say, kiss it and blow it to God. I remember doing that as a little kid. You drop it on the ground, you kiss it and blow it to God, and you could eat that dirty shit.
Hey, 30 seconds, right? The 30-second rule. I think a 5-year-old made that up. I thought it was only 30 seconds.
That's all right if it's on the theater floor. You kiss it and blow it to God.
Oh dear. Waiting for Elvis to get on board.
Ain't nothing worse than walking through a dark theater and you walk right out of your shoe and it's still stuck 3 steps back behind.
Yeah, when you have flip flops, they just
Oh
boing,
my
they're
God.
gone. Like, oh dear.
That is nasty. Do y'all ever turn the lights on in here and clean?
Oh, did you see this was a long time ago, like on 2020 or something like that, when I used to watch TV. So you know how long ago it was. They went in there with that light, like when they dead
Oh.
body areas, blood. Oh my gosh, you guys. And then everybody goes in there and sits down, touches stuff, and then they put stuff in their mouth because they're eating popcorn and candy and everything
That
else.
ain't the theater that Pee Wee
Oh,
Herman got busted in, was it?
I think they all look the same. I mean, it looked like a crime scene. I mean, you don't even bother washing your hands when you go to the bathroom because nobody else does, and you're eating off of what they left on the chair.
And you can't even see what you're sitting on, sitting in. Yeah, the theaters to me are just nasty.
After I saw that, I never even want to go to theater. Like, oh dear, oh dear.
And talking about, can you
Red
spell prosecute? Get it in the hot tub.
I like when he did buckwheat.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was funny. And then when he buckwheat when he was selling those videos, or was that a different character? When he was doing that info commercial?
Oh no, I don't think he was buckwheat.
Oh, he wasn't buckwheat? He was
No.
somebody else? Okay,
Yeah.
I can't remember. They're all kind of blending together now in my mind. Oh gosh.
I tell you what, man, if you're sitting there crafting and you go to YouTube and put on Delirious,
You better be ready though.
oh my God.
Oh yeah, I'm Gumby.
Damn it.
When he did Gumby, oh my god. Well, that guy, it didn't matter what he did. He was just too funny. Too funny. And people say in real life he's not funny at all. He's very quiet and introspective. People are expecting you, like, I guess, to laugh when you're around. No, that's just he's on and then he's off. He's on and then he's off.
Well, good grief, I don't think you can be on like that 24/7.
No, well, I don't know. Robin Williams looked like he was. He was crazy all the
That's like when he's talking about, you got to go get you a new foo-foo. She don't know about half. Then she'd be all up in the kitchen talking to your girlfriends. You're like, Eddie, I won't have.
I forgot to look up that guy that I was saying. That wore his pants up under his armpits. I forgot to look up the character. He's so funny.
With an armpit?
he wore his pants all the way up to under his armpit. He was so funny. Not him. It was another guy. Um um
Ed Grimley.
Ed Grimley? Maybe. It could be because it doesn't ring a bell and I can't think of his names. That must be who it is. Oh, that was, I mean, I don't usually go for like stupid humor. I like more intellectual humor. That was plain stupid humor, and I could not stop laughing. It was just, I could not stop. I was like hysterical.
Oh, Lord, Stasia had Delirious on vinyl.
On final, what does that mean?
On vinyl.
Oh,
And had the whole
hello.
thing memorized.
Oh my goodness. Wow. That's a
Val,
fan.
Val said she loved watching comedians in cars getting coffee, where Seinfeld picked a car he thought represented the comic, and then they'd drive and get coffee and talk. I don't think I ever saw
Uh,
that.
yeah. They have that on, I don't know if it's Netflix or one of those. You can also get it on YouTube. The reruns. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. He had his hair stuck up straight up in the air with gel. So
That sounds like something about Mary.
that must be Ed Grimley. I guess that's him. I see, yeah, and he would bounce from like furniture like Tom Cruise did, except he did it first. He would get on furniture. I mean, he was crazy.
I don't know who y'all are talking about.
It was a character on Saturday Night Live. Martin Short did him. Just look him up and watch him. He's hysterical. I mean, I think he's hysterical.
Way back in the day, they all were.
Yeah.
Cheeseburger,
Well,
cheeseburger, Pepsi.
I think like the first couple, maybe 3 seasons were funny, and then after that, it just sort of like, oh my gosh, what happened?
Candygram.
I like
And
when
this is Rosanna Dana.
when they had the killer shark knocking at the door after
Yeah,
Jaws.
that was a Candygram.
Uh-huh. That was so funny.
Land Shark. Oh, you couldn't even watch Carol Burnett with Tim Conway and Harvey Korman. Oh
No.
my God.
And sometimes there's things that I think are really, really funny, like older shows or something. And then I'll go back and watch them and I'm thinking, what did I ever see that was funny about that? But Carol Burnett, it's still funny.
Oh my gosh.
It doesn't age. It's just plain funny.
Nothing did Tim ever follow the script. And poor Harvey Korman would get so tickled.
I know. Yeah, I was forgetting what show it was the other day. I looked for it on YouTube that I used to think was funny, and I watched it and I go, this isn't funny. I mean, it's not funny. I don't know why I thought this was a funny show. Oh,
It's not funny.
it's just not funny. Sonny and Cher show is still funny. Did you ever watch that?
Yeah.
It's still funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I think it is. When she's doing the skits with him and
Oh yeah. Yeah.
she's always putting him down or something. It's still funny.
Anything with Tim Conway was.
Yeah.
With Mrs. Higgins. Oh,
Yeah.
girl, don't be getting me on no living color talking about ugly Wanda. Hey, I got you. Got them cross-eyed and lips stuck up on her teeth. Oh, you need a lot? I got you.
Oh, that was a weird character. That was very strange.
That didn't last very long, Second City TV.
I don't know if I watched that.
Yeah, it was sort of came on like Saturday Night Live time. It was called
Uh,
Second City TV.
mm.
I think Val means Urkel.
Oh, Urkel.
Did
Yeah.
I do that?
Who did it first? Saturday Night Live or Urkel? 'Cause
Saturday Night Live.
Oh, okay.
Ocean Nene from my end. Oh gosh.
Man, we got how many decades have we covered already?
I don't know, man, but they just don't have shows like they used to.
Yeah, I guess not because I don't watch it. I don't watch them anymore.
And Mama's Family with Raj and Dwayne and Rerun and
Oh yeah,
Shirley.
I forgot about that show.
And they was all scared of Mama because she would whip their ass in a minute. And Dee, she was such a smart aleck little girl.
She was. Well, she was smart. She could be a smart aleck. Yeah, Jamie Foxx is funny no matter what he does, and he
Yeah,
does
that's true.
and he does good serious stuff too. He's a good serious actor.
What you
He,
talking about, Kathy, not Pee Wee Herman?
because he well because he put his pants way up there too. Well, he put him down also, but that's another
Yeah,
story. He
yeah,
wasn't sure where his pants were supposed to go.
yeah. He's the reason they needed the blue light in the theater.
Yeah.
Oh Lord! And then remember Janet Jackson played on Good Times.
That's right.
She played Penny.
Yep. She was always smiling.
Walona adopted her.
Yeah.
She came from an abusive.
Abusive family.
Yeah.
Art imitating real life.
Pinky says she has another early morning. Thanks for making me laugh and forget a bit. Love ya, and have time to say a prayer for my dad on Monday morning.
Will do. You take care.
Y'all silly. Pee Wee.
Po Pee Wee? What's that?
Oh my God! The other night on an episode of The Blacklist, there was this weird dude on there. I told me, I said that looks like Pee Wee Herman. She said, I think he's dead.
No, he's alive.
No, he's alive.
He's
And
alive.
sure enough, it was him. He played a weird, yeah,
Typecast.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Typecasting.
I don't know what I said, but Alexa just answered me.
Oh no. Is he still
Scared me.
alive? You asked, is he still alive? Who? Who is still alive? I don't understand your question.
I'm sorry, I cannot connect to your internet.
Yes. Thank you. Good night.
I watched that too, Janice. Crane, Denny Crane.
Oh yeah. That was a good show.
But it's got James Spader in it.
Yeah,
He's just funny.
he is.
But he's really good. He's really good in The Blacklist.
What was that other show? It was also lawyers, but it had a weird edge to it.
Oh, that was the one with the girl that had 25 earrings in her right ear.
Yeah.
The Practice.
Yeah, that was
No,
a
boss. No, was it? No,
uh,
The Practice was a medical show.
no.
And
No,
it,
it's like a law practice. No, it was called The Practice.
okay, The Practice.
Yeah, that was a good one because it wasn't like conventional writing. It was very strange. I like that show. Very strange. There's been several legal ones that were really kind of strange. That's why I liked them. I can't remember the names right now.
Yeah, but I remember that lady. She had like all those freaking earrings. Helen, Allie McBeal.
Oh, could have been two because that had very strange storylines. Yeah, I think I'm confusing two together maybe. I'll have to look it up. Oh, I'll find the answer.
And what was that show Betty used to watch all the time? Judging Amy.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
That doesn't even sound familiar.
Yeah, that had who's the lady that played Cagney and Lacey? She played in Cagney and Lacey, and she played the mama on Judging Amy.
Oh dear, I have no idea.
Oh, The Good Wife was good too.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, and then they did a spinoff, but it didn't last very long. With the
Oh,
blonde-headed lawyer lady.
oh.
Yeah, but see, you couldn't watch The Blacklist because you don't pay attention to what you're watching. You just listen.
Yeah, I'd have to do that on off hours.
Yeah, but I don't think you could do it because it's already nine seasons.
Oh no, then I wouldn't. No. Mm-mm.
Yeah, Lacey was Amy's mom. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Out of my league. Out of my league.
Out of my league.
Okay, ladies. So I'm going to do a few other things on this and get all the white out of the papers, and then I'll be happy. And then I'm gonna sew these in there somehow. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly how I'm gonna do the binding yet. But you guys get, you get the general idea for all the little pieces parts, right? Right. Yes. Okay.
Exactly. So that means next week is a free-for.
Free-for, not a reefer, a free-for.
You can have a reefer,
Oh, that's
depending
okay.
on what state you're in.
Oh yeah, I think it's legal here, but that's okay. I'll pass. I'll just have the brownies.
Well, that explains a whole lot right there.
Ooh, The Gilded Age. I was gonna watch that, but I don't have. I think that's HBO or something. All I know is I don't have where it is, or else I'd be watching it.
The Gilded
I
Age.
need somebody's passcode so I can go see it.
I was gonna watch that, but it seemed like it'd be too intense.
Oh, Ozark.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that one's about. I mean, I've seen it advertised, but I can't even remember what it's about.
Something about the dad gets the family in trouble by doing something,
Uh-oh.
some kind of illegal something.
Uh-oh. Sounds like a lot of intrigue.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Val said, "This is looking fantastic, Rosemary. Can you at least..." No smidget stink. Thank you for hanging all the way, Katie. It's good to see you back in
Yes,
chat.
thank you.
And thank
Yeah,
you all the lurkers that came out and said, hey.
yeah, and thank you for sticking around for me going off on a bunch of detours tonight. But we worked while we were detouring. We brought our journal along with us.
Oh, I'm sorry. No rules. Yes, money laundering.
Oh. Hmm.
Bateman, Justine Bateman's brother.
What about him?
He's the one that's in Ozark.
Oh. I don't know if I know who his brother is.
Yeah, she played on one show, he played on another show. I can't remember.
Oh.
Bateman.
Has anybody watched Yellowstone? Inquiring minds want to know.
Jason Bateman.
Oh, okay.
He played on one of those kid shows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I don't remember which one it was. She played on Family Ties and he played on no Taco Bell. Good Lord, I'll have indigestion. Yep, Linda says Yellowstone is awesome.
Oh, good.
Cool.
I think that's on something I have. I see it advertised.
Yep.
Okay, ladies. We gotta let Susan get her beauty sleep. You know what happens? She'll get all cranky.
Yeah, right.
She get all cranky on us.
You don't want me cranky. You don't want a cranky po-po.
You know, cranky po-po. Especially since it's already Friday. She's got a lot of crank built up in her. So we don't want her to let it out on us.
All right, we all watch your Perry Mason or whatever it is. Y'all go to sleep. I'm gonna go see APG Jamie.
Uh-oh. Oh yeah, so she can put you to sleep. I forgot.
That's right. Okay. All right, ladies. Thanks for hanging.
All right, we'll see you next week, you guys. Take care.
Have a good night.
Good night.